Namaste, my name is Asmi and I'm a student in grade 11 here at GEAR Innovative International School, and we're starting a new series called Srini Awakens with our founder Srinivasan sir, and this is episode 1. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
So today you made a very wholesome speech in front of all your students, and you mentioned a lot about how to be a good student and how a good student and a good teacher is a symbiotic relationship. So what do you think makes a good student?
I think every student, when he or she applies himself or herself to the task at hand, everything will fall into place. Meaning, there is a Chinese proverb which says, when the student is ready, the teacher arrives, which actually means the student makes the teacher. That's what happened in the instance I gave you. Since the students were good, the teacher wanted to be better than them. So that interaction between a noble mind and a noble mind in the students made the group so great. See, one teacher and 2 students, all the 3 getting Nobel Prize is not a joke.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to kind of share with all of you is, be yourself. Don't get distracted. Everybody can get a Nobel Prize according to me. Every single child can get. Even if you don't get Nobel Prize, you can develop a mind equivalent to a noble mind. That's what we also say in our prospectus. If not Wimbledon champs and Nobel laureates, we have to make Wimbledon and noble minds. So it's a question of making your mind.
So when you opened this school, was there any specific goal you had in mind, and do you think you've achieved it?
Yes, of course, there is a specific goal in my mind. I got interested in gifted education because of my students in Sainik School, Telaya. Then I started learning a little more about it. And also, I met with a very serious accident in 1984. I don't think more than 1 in 1,000 survived a situation in which I was. When I walked out of the hospital, I realized it was purely the love and affection of my students which gave me a second life. And I decided to serve them. Vis-a-vis, it became a service to the country. Though I was out of the country for 11 years, though I was offered chances twice to do PhD under my professor, I declined the offer. I said, I don't want to work in states. I want to study in states. So I made it very clear, I have a vision to create a school and contribute to the development of my country. I finished my courses, came back. I did not stay in the Gulf. We came back to India, started the school. The school was the primary aim.
So you think you've achieved these goals that you've made?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
See, you children may not know exactly the truth of the other schools. I'm not belittling anybody. Since I see the others, they are all doing routine school.
Very true. Yeah.
Out of the routine school, some children come up. But I am not happy with that some children. I want every one of my child to come up. That's how we are working very hard on the aspects of every child. Fortunately, the idea of multiple intelligences helps us a lot. Our aim is also to look at the school average in every aspect. If one team plays basketball, that is not enough for all the children. I want every child to play, and a team will come up. I want every child to be an expert in something. You must be aware of the MAPS project.
Yes.
Why is that? You excel in the area you want to, in the area you are passionate about. Then you are likely to do your best. So, to create an opportunity with the talents and interests of each child in mind is a school. I want our school to be like that. We are not really very concerned about CBSE or the examination board. That is secondary. You will anyway do well. But it is not enough that you do well in the board and not anywhere else.
Correct.
My theory is if you do well in every area, automatically you will do well in the board. That's how we look at it, that's how we train our teachers. And I think over the last 3 decades, we have achieved a lot in terms of our mentors also. There are some of the mentors you may not have recognized, they are extremely good. Touch wood. They can stand competition to anybody in this world. But they are very humble, they are very happy with all of you, they are trying to do their best. That's fine.
What's the biggest challenge you think you've faced in the past 30 years of teaching and setting up the school?
You see, the challenge, we were aware of the challenge. It's not that it has hit us, but the challenge has been, see, any learner in a field will face a lot of challenge. A scientist who takes up a new field, he has to create everything by himself. Here, a new model of education, we have to create everything by ourselves, plus the ignorant people ask stupid questions. We need to address that also. Imagine a person coming and asking me, sir, you are saying your school is a good school. How is it a good school? Can I show them? This is a good school, it's like that? I always tell them, you talk to my children. If you can find out, it's okay. If you can't find out, I have no issues. So if they are insightful to find out from you, I'm happy. Because ultimately, if the children are good, the school is good. If the children are not good, how much ever advertise, propagate, it's of no use. So I have this feeling very much in my mind, ki if my children are first happy, enthusiastic, trying to do their best, the school is good. We are also very clear that we want to help each child to climb his or her own mountain in their own pace and style. So climbing a mountain is not a joke. Your mountain is different from the other child's mountain. So when you climb your mountain, you become great. If every child climbs the same mountain, a few will become great. About 90% will not be even known. Whereas I want 100% to be known by their achievement. And I would like to tell you, I see that happening because I see children at various levels. They have got their own classmate in their work culture. They are all doing extremely well. And we are happy about it. And we also will keep adding as days pass things that need to be taken care. Like when the iPad came, we started an iPad lab. This AI, now we are doing a lot with AI. Innovation, I started a tinkering lab before the government announces. The government announced, I was happy. So like that, there are so many more things to do. We'll keep doing one at a time.
What's been your favorite memory thus far?
My favorite memory has been how children ask question and how creative they are. When I see any of you asking a question or showing something, that is what really satisfies me. Everything else is only paraphernalia. When you ask a question, I know what is your mind, where you will reach. That's what I want to see. And it's more important that you learn to ask questions than keep writing correct answers. I keep saying, you write millions of correct answers, you will get only a certificate. You ask one good question, you will end up with a Nobel Prize. So it's your ability to find gaps and ask questions that will make your life. That's what we are trying. We say Socratic questioning. What is Socratic questioning? If a man like Socrates could train all his disciples only with question answers, there should be some meaning. Why not we do it? That's what we try.
So this year, the theme for the school year is inspiration. So what is something that inspires you? It can be in general, it doesn't
See,
have to be.
inspiration you need to derive out of every single small or big achievement. I look at each child as an achievement. I look at each program as an achievement. I look at each mentor as an achievement. If one mentor becomes 10% better, that's a great achievement. Because in our country at least, we don't have a clear system of assessing how the mentors are becoming better. We say, she is 25 years experience. I don't know what it means. When I meet most of them, there's no difference between 2 years and 25 years. So, your experience should have widened your horizon and ability to produce talented children. That we are very clear. The children know, mentors know. So, the process is on. That's why, see, we don't have any hesitation in starting anything, whether it is there or not outside. In how many schools you see a hands-on science lab? I have not heard of it. But that's a very popular activity for the middle school children. See, you senior children may be doing experiments in the lab. Even that is not very satisfactory for me because that is not real experiments. You are trying to get the data which is already predetermined. When you produce a data, your teacher will tell you, no, it is not correct. How? If it's a real experiment, you won't know the result. But if they expect a definite result, that means it is not real experiment. It's a practice.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about practice. Practice you do. But where will you do real experiments? That is in hands-on science lab. You create your own experiment, you experiment, find out, from there some more experiments will emanate. That is what is science.
So what's your vision for the school in the next 10, 20 years?
See, in the next 10, 20 years, you will have a presence in the world. Right now we don't have that because all our children, they are all in their 30s. 10 years of work is needed to specialize in something, to become an expert. So if we want to see experts out of GEAR Cubs, we need another 10 years. And I think by the time our mentors would be doing something extraordinary, our school would be having some more extraordinary activities. We are coming to the limelight now. In the next 10 years, we will be somewhere where everybody will be happy to have associated with us.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.